If you're getting close to retirement or already retired, there's a good chance you already feel this. You know you're probably missing something when it comes to taxes. Not because you've done anything wrong, and not because your accountant is bad, but because your situation has become more complex than the conversations you're having. You might have employer stock that you've held for decades. You might have real estate that looks great on paper, but doesn't actually support your lifestyle yet. You might be charitably inclined, but unsure how to give in a way that also fits your retirement income needs. Most families we work with are not asking, how do I pay the least amount of tax this year? They're asking a much better question. How do I create more control and flexibility in retirement without creating unnecessary taxes? Today, I want to walk through 3 tax planning decisions that often make the biggest difference for families in retirement. These are not strategies for everyone, and this is not about telling you what to do. It's about helping you see what might be possible. One important shift before we start. Good tax planning in retirement is rarely about clever moves. It's about optionality. It's about turning assets you already have into income, flexibility, and freedom in a way that supports the life you want to live. With that in mind, here are 3 areas where we often see families unlock opportunities they didn't realize they had. Decision number 1, using charitable remainder trusts thoughtfully. For families who are already charitably inclined, this is often one of the most misunderstood planning tools. A charitable remainder trust is not about giving money away just to save taxes. It's about alignment. Alignment between highly appreciated assets, income needs in retirement, and a long-term charitable intent. What surprises many people is that certain charitable structures can help convert appreciated assets into income without triggering all of the taxes up front the way a straight sale might. In the right situation, this can create a new income stream, improve tax efficiency, support causes you care about, and still fit within a broader retirement income plan. This is not about tactics. It's about understanding that charitable planning can be an income planning conversation, not just an estate planning discussion. Decision number 2, unwinding concentrated positions without breaking the tax bank. This one comes up all the time. Long-held employer stock, a concentrated position that's done very well, or real estate that represents a large percentage of net worth. The challenge is rarely the asset itself. The challenge is the friction around doing anything with it. Families know that they are over-concentrated. They know the risk, but they also know the tax bill that might come with selling. So here's where we reframe the way we often walk through this. Concentration is not just an investment issue. It is a tax and income planning issue. When too much wealth is locked up in one place, it can limit how income is generated, how flexible spending can be, how resilient the plan is in different market environments. And there are ways to thoughtfully unwind concentration over time, coordinate it with income needs, and integrate tax strategy rather than treating it as an all or nothing decision. The goal is not to eliminate taxes. The goal is to unlock flexibility without creating avoidable ones. Decision number 3, optimizing tax-efficient income. Income in retirement is not just about how much you can withdraw. It's about where that income comes from, when it shows up, and how it's taxed. 2 families with the same net worth can experience very different retirements based on how income is coordinated across those account types, tax brackets, and timing decisions. What we often see is that families are withdrawing money in a way that feels logical, but it's not optimized for long-term tax efficiency or income reliability. When income is structured intentionally, cash flow becomes more predictable, taxes become more manageable, and the plan feels easier to live with. This is where retirement starts to feel less reactive and more designed. And with all 3 of these decisions have in common is this: they're not about chasing tax savings. They're about increasing control. Control over how assets turn into income, how taxes show up over time, and how flexible your retirement plan actually is. Most families don't need more strategies. They need better coordination. If you feel like your retirement plan is solid but not fully optimized, you're probably right. And that does not mean anything is wrong. It simply means your life has grown more complex and your planning needs to reflect that. The right tax planning conversations don't make retirement more complicated, they make it clearer. At Palante Wealth Advisors, we help families connect income, taxes, investments, and legacy into a plan that supports a great life in retirement, not just a good return.